From the MSA Sports Center stage, I'm Greg Warnock alongside Michael Kemerer, freshman, who came into a big holiday tournament and got yourself a championship at the Powerade. But before we get to that, I wanted to ask you a couple other questions. Obviously, being a freshman, you came in, and your off-season might have been a little different because you're used to the JOs and junior high. Coming in for varsity, was it at all different, the off-season?
A little bit. I knew longer periods, and I knew I was going to come in kind of. Everything was going to be pretty new, so I knew I just have to work a lot harder in the off-season.
So it was just something where you had to get more conditioned and try
to get ready for the next level.
Now you gained a lot of experience, of course. I know you're very successful in JOs as well as junior high. Do you think your success helped you to elevate and do so well early on here as a freshman?
Yeah, I think it gave me confidence. I mean, I knew that still it's a whole different level, so I needed to pick it up more. But yeah, it gave me good confidence.
And what was it like wrestling your first varsity match?
I was a little nervous, but I knew it's still wrestling, so I just need to approach it the same way as I would for the match.
Now, coming into the Powerade Christmas tournament, how did you prepare yourself to get ready for such a grueling tournament?
Just same as any other tournament. Just had to take it one match at a time once I got there. So before, just pushed it extra hard, just had practice, just kept working.
Kept trying to work on that conditioning too. Now you might have to go more than 6 months and overtime, things like that.
Yeah, it'd be tough matches.
Now, what were some of your tougher matches going into the tournament? You went in unseeded, so you had a tough road. What were some of your tougher matches?
You mean Powerade?
At Powerade.
At Powerade. I ran to the first seed in the semifinals. That was a tough match. I scored late in the third period to take the lead, and then my finals run was pretty tough. So.
Were you nervous at all heading either one of those matches?
Yeah, I was nervous coming in. I mean, both of them had high school experience, so I knew that I just needed to wrestle my match.
Now, do you think you could have wrestled any better at all during the tournament?
Yeah, could have continued pushing the pace the whole match. I think if I'd have kept my attacks through the third period a little more, that's probably something I need to improve on. Is just keep going after the whole match.
Keep it on the full 6 minutes until you attack. And now, obviously, Franklin Regional has a stud wrestler who just graduated, Nico Megalotis, and he only lost one match his whole high school career. Did you talk to Nico though in the off season, knowing that you could potentially do what he did?
Try not to think about it that way. Just try to learn from him. I mean, he's just such a good wrestler. I knew if I could just take whatever experiences and try to learn from him. I mean, he's doing great at Penn State now, so I knew if I could just try to learn how he trained for everything, then I could try to work my way towards it, I guess.
Did you get to work with him a lot, even during the last couple of years, as well as now into the off seasons?
Yeah, a little bit. I'd go over to his house and work on some stuff, him and his dad. So.
What about talking about terms like the nerves you had mentioned for a couple matches at Powerade? Did you talk to him about that at all?
Yeah, a little bit. They just pretty much just stressed that you just got to wrestle hard, not worry about it.
Now, how do you stay away from any type of comparisons? Obviously, it's way down the line, but just in terms of the freshman year, you had a great freshman year. You won Powerade. You've won Powerade now. How do you just make sure to just wrestle the way you want to wrestle and kind of just make it your own type of legacy?
Yeah, I mean, I just try to stick to my goals, and I set goals this year and don't really think about it. I mean it's something to look up to, but it's so far away from achieving what he's achieved that I just kind of try to look at my own goals.
So what are your goals for this season?
Just take it one match at a time and just try to, every opponent I get, just try to beat them. Just out wrestle in 6 minutes.
So you're not necessarily looking at a section at WPIL or even states, you're just looking mainly at each match.
Each match at a time, and that stuff will come if I can just win every match.
Try to improve and continue to get better. What do you think some of your biggest obstacles are for the rest of the season?
Probably the county tournament coming up, and then after that, try to help the team get the states, and then individuals.
What's it like for your team too? I mean, I know you have a number of young guys, freshmen, sophomores. Is it good to grow up together and really continue to help each other out?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're helping each other mature, and I mean, we lost a close one today, but I think we'll learn from it. We're trying to use each other to get better. Use the older guys too.
Well, best of luck the rest of the season, Michael, as you continue on your freshman season. Michael Kemerer of Franklin Regional on the MSA Sports Center stage.